I'd like to thank everybody here, and I'd also like to thank you, the viewers. Thank you. Hey, you caught me practicing for my Golden Globe acceptance speech. You see, they returned this year, and I'm not nominated again, but hopefully I will next year. I'm gonna win, and I don't know what to say. I mean, I hope that I win before they're ousted again for being racist or whatever it was that happened last time, which I think was racism. Now that I think about it, oh boy. All right, I got to get back to practicing. I'd like to thank you, Brad Pitt, for being here and being so beautiful.
It's news time. Delivering to you the news you didn't know about, the news you didn't care about, and the news you didn't know you cared about. With host, Chad White. Now, here's that host, Chad White.
Welcome back to News Time. I'm your host, Chad White, and this is the Globes Are Back, baby! Yeah, news that you didn't know about. The Golden Globes return this year after a year off hiatus. Was it a hiatus? Was it a forced hiatus? Who knows? Actually, it kind of was. We know. And guess what, baby? They were just as raucous as usual. If you didn't know, the Golden Globes were forced to take a year off after it was learned that the Hollywood Foreign Press Association had no black members, even though it was supposed to be represented by all walks of life with its reporter corps. There was also a lot of other issues within the Globes themselves. They had lavish gifts that were sent to them by studios and shows that would help garner nominations. It was just a little bit more broken than what the the Television Academy and the Academy Awards were themselves. There's a lot of unprofessional behavior within the group, and apparently there were some payments as well. And then the people of color thing and sexual assault. I mean, there was just crap going along in there. Also, did you know that Me Too, the Me Too company, the Me Too company, the organization that started Me Too was itself Me Too'd. Any losers, the Globes came back, and Gerard Carmichael hosted. He talked about rather truthfully about how the HFPA, Hollywood Foreign Press Association, did not have black members, and then they got a black host, and it was kind of a wry delivery of monologue and everything, and he sat down, and that's what the whole thing. People were like, "Ooh, he sat down." He had a lot of wardrobe changes, and yeah, I mean it was a good show. I liked everything that came from it, with the exception of White Lotus winning anything it shouldn't. Speaking of no black people or colored people at all, everybody there was presumably drunk because nobody would stop talking whenever Gerard came out on stage. Everybody was having conversations, and everybody noticed that Brad Pitt was there staring at them with his blue eyes. Now, has the group made any changes at all? They apparently have done some things, announcing that it has intentions to increase its membership, and but that's a small increment, if anything. People like Tom Cruise returned their Golden Globes and said that they didn't need them. There was backlash all over the place. There's no gifts policy that came out of this. But why? What do the Golden Globes offer in terms of the more prestigious award shows, the Academy Awards, the Emmys and such, the Grammys and well, I mean, yeah, the Grammy. It has music nominations as well. The Globes are important due to their ability to start the awards season. Now, even though the Emmys are in September, that is technically the end of the award season, and we're going to see Oscar movies start rolling in. When those movies roll in November, and the Golden Globes come on in the early of the next year, winter early of the next year, it sets a precedent of what movies that audiences or even just Academy members should be looking out for. We're going to see movies like Everything Everywhere All at Once and I can't think of Top Gun Maverick, movies like those that an RRR that people are looking at and they're going to say, okay, these are the ones that if they're influenceable, these are the ones I'm going to be voting for come Oscar season. Is that how it should work? No, not really. You should base everything. You should watch everything and then base it on your own merit if you're an Academy member, or just vote for things that you watch that you enjoyed. So yeah, the Globes are important in that aspect, but this is just a minor point when it comes to the whole of the organizations in Hollywood. There needs to be some sort of accountability when it comes to the Academy, when it comes to a television academy, the film academy, when it comes to the Broadway people, when it comes to basically anybody who votes. We need to look at their behind the scenes because we have people in the film academy who that itself was tarnished a couple years ago with the Oscars So White campaign, and even still it's not that diverse, even if they're trying just a schmidgen harder. So schmidgen. This needs to be something that is revisited over and over and over again, so that we can hold the Globes, the Television Academy, the Film Academy, the Music Academy accountable for their lack of representation when it comes to their members. Speaking of representation, you can represent me by subscribing and checking out one of our other videos. Of course, you can head to the website cpluscomedy.com, where I'm talking to your favorite comedians. You can follow us on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at cpluscomedy, me on those platforms, at Chad Black White. Listen to the Constitutionals podcast, Late Night Lately, and LinkedIn Logs, wherever you get podcasts. And that about does it for these Globes. I want to thank you for watching. The HFPA wants to thank you for watching. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.